Hello and welcome to another episode of my Magickal Plant Series. We are on the second to last episode, and let me tell you, I have had a wonderful time making these episodes, but sadly, everything comes to an end sometime, and we are on W, and I have one Y. And then we are officially done with this series, but I have a complete playlist. So please make sure you check out my other episodes because they will keep being up. I will not close anything out. You'll be able to play all of these episodes and ask me anything. And I'll be happy to review any of the episodes with you. And if I get any new plants or herbs in my garden or in my apothecary, I will be happy to do an extra episode every now and then. So, but for today, we are talking about Artemisia absinthium. Yes, the most bitter herb in my apothecary. Why? Because it is nasty. And I'm not talking like just sweeten it a little bit, it'll be fine, kind of nasty. But when I reach for this, I hold it like this. Will I smell it? Not even on camera. Nope. I will not do it. And I'll tell you why if you stick around. So, I'm not going to disclose that right now. No way. I'm going to wait for you guys to stick around to find out. So the folk names are absinthe, old woman, madderwort, wormwood, common wormwood, green ginger, absinthium, and names related to other Artemisia species like sweet Annie or southernwood. If you've come across some old folk recipes, southernwood is in there quite a lot, which is also lad's love or old man. So we are going to find out why wormwood is so bitter, and we're going to uncover not just why, but how it became so bitter and how it is used in folk practices around the world and in different cultures. So if that sounds good to you, stick around. You just might learn something new. All right, so the name origin, the plant is from the Artemisia genus, named after the Greek goddess Artemis, just like mugwort. But its relatives were used for gynecological ailments, right? But its scientific name, Artemisia absinthium, comes from the Greek absinthium, meaning without sweetness. Yeah, there's not a bit of sweetness in there, highlighting its bitterness. The name wormwood comes from the Old English wormwood, altered by folk etymology to sound like worm and wood, obviously, referencing its use as a medicine against intestinal worms. So it's a vermifuge, and for protecting clothes from moths, while the original root relates to its bitter properties and possibly warming effects, leading to cognates like German vermouth and the drink vermouth, right? So going right on into the folklore, like mugwort, wormwood is an Artemisia named after the goddess Artemis, and the herb is said to have been delivered by Artemis to the centaur god Chiron for use in his herbal craft. Yeah, that's pretty special. Now, in ancient times, it was also said to have been carried by Egyptian priests during processions dedicated to the goddess Isis, another goddess associated with healing and magic. So where mugwort was once used as a flavoring agent in ale, wormwood has been used since ancient times in the form of absinthe. Yeah, the green fairy, said to dwell within the absinthe, is in fact the spirit said to dwell within the wormwood and delivers its mildly euphoric effects. This is most likely related to the presence of thujone. Yeah, in wormwood's composition, and it is for this reason a plant to take care with in regards to internal use, as it can result in some nasty side effects in certain individuals. Yeah, thujone, Thujone. Yeah. Now, its association with euphoria and altered states of mind are also perhaps related to its use in divination and prophecy. For it was once said that an ointment prepared from wormwood, if applied to the body while praying to St. Luke, would result in dream of one's future fate. I don't know about that. However, it has been used in flying ointment for a very long time. Now, wormwood is sometimes associated with necromancy, since the altered consciousness that this herb is known for bringing is quite useful for various processes of spirit conjuration. Now, this use is not without risk, as it is possible to poison oneself with wormwood. You take the good with the bad, right? Now, like mugwort, it is sometimes associated with St. John, being identified as the belt or girdle that John the Baptist wore to protect him in the wilderness. Uniquely, though, wormwood was utilized in ancient disinfectant recipes taken internally. To expel worms and parasites, or hung in the home to deter insects, and even placed in drawers alongside one's clothing to drive away moths. I don't even like to smell it, you guys. Wormwood was even believed to be an antidote to all manner of poisons, including hemlock and the venom of serpents. Its ability to protect against wicked spirits was said to be even stronger when gathered on Midsummer Eve. Remember, we learned that about a lot of herbs, right? Now, the only place wormwood appears in the New Testament is in the book of Revelation. The passage describes the impact of one of the trumpet judgments. Then the third angel sounded, and a great star fell from heaven, burning like a torch. And it fell on the third of the rivers and on the springs of water. The name of the star is Wormwood. And a third of the waters became wormwood, and many men died from the water because it was made bitter. Revelations 8:10-11. There you go. A blistering star named Wormwood falls from the heavens, bringing destruction and judgment. The star turns a third of the earth's waters bitter and poisonous, killing many people. Lovely story, right? There it is in the Bible. Now, in European and Slavic folk traditions, wormwood was burned to ward off evil spirits and used in burial rites to guide souls safely to the afterlife. Travelers carried it for protection, and mystics used it in smoke rituals to open visionary pathways. In this way, wormwood served as a guardian herb, one that walked the line between the physical and the ethereal. Yeah? Now, medicinal properties. Wormwood is best known as a bitter tonic that stimulates appetite and aids digestion by increasing the production of gastric juices and bile. Lovely. It helps relieve symptoms like bloating, gas, indigestion, and stomach pain. If you can digest it, I can't even smell it. It makes me gag. But if that's what you're going for, mission accomplished, right? Now, the herb is traditionally used to expel intestinal worms, hence the name, and other parasites. Extracts and essential oils have demonstrated antibacterial, antifungal, and antiprotozoal activity in studies. Wormwood exhibits significant anti-inflammatory effects due to compounds like flavonoids and sesquiterpene lactones. I'm no scientist, you guys. I just try and pronounce these words. It was shown promise in managing symptoms of inflammatory conditions such as Crohn's disease and osteoarthritis, with some studies indicating it can help reduce reliance on steroids for Crohn's patients, which is very good because steroids are not good to be on for a long period of time. Now, due to its anti-inflammatory properties, wormwood can help alleviate pain associated with conditions like arthritis, both when taken internally and applied topically as an ointment. I could get on board with the ointment. I could do that. The plant contains powerful antioxidants such as phenolic acids and flavonoids, which help protect cells from damage caused by free radicals and oxidative stress. Preliminary research on wormwood compounds suggests potential benefits for liver health, blood sugar balance, and even anti-cancer and neuroprotective properties, though more human studies are needed. But the more they do, the more studies they do, the more information we have. So that's a good thing. Now, important safety considerations. We got to do this part. Wormwood contains thujone, a chemical that can be toxic in high doses and is known to excite the central nervous system, potentially causing seizures or other adverse effects with long-term use. It is vital to consult with a doctor before using wormwood, as appropriate dosage and safety guidance are essential. Got to do it, guys. Avoid essential oil. They do not suggest using the essential oil at all because it contains much higher levels of thujone and should be avoided generally at all. Okay. Wormwood should not be used by pregnant or nursing women, young children, or people with severe liver or kidney disease. So that's not recommended. And for most uses, long-term consumption, which is more than 4 weeks, is not recommended except under strict professional supervision. Okay, there you go. Now, on to the fun stuff. Magical properties. The element is fire. The energy is projective. The planet is Mars, and the day of the week it is most potent is Tuesday. So, burned as incense, it is designed to aid in developing psychic powers and also worn for the same purpose. So there you go. Carried, wormwood protects not only against bewitchment, but also from the bite of sea serpents. So if you're around an area that, you might have sea serpent problems, wonderful. Carry some wormwood. Also, according to ancient traditions, it counteracts the effect of poisoning by hemlock and toadstools, but I wouldn't bet my life on that one. Just, I don't count on it. Hung from the rear view mirror, wormwood protects the vehicle from accidents on treacherous roads. So put a little bit on a sachet, hang it from your rear view. Maybe if you're going down some, back roads, couldn't hurt. Now, wormwood is also sometimes used in love spells, most likely due to its use in absinthe, kind of lowering your threshold of resistance, maybe. This highly addictive liqueur is now illegal in many countries. It doesn't taste good, trust me. But the reputation lives on, and wormwood is still used in love potions to this day. One such use is to place the leaves in a place and place it under the bed to draw a loved one. Discretion advised, Like I always say, don't start a marriage with a kidnapping. It's just, my advice. Wormwood is also burned to summon spirits and is sometimes mixed with sandalwood for this purpose. So there you go. And now, if burned in graveyards, the spirits of the dead will rise and speak, according to some old grimoires. So be prepared for that. You can make your own flea repellent by mixing equal parts of wormwood, lavender, and mint, and stuffing it in a mesh bag, hang it in a closet, or tuck it into a drawer to repel insects. So that's practical for you. And it holds positive energy to clear away what has become stagnant. Burn wormwood to restore energy flow, and use wormwood flowers to empower a vision quest. Wormwood enhances psychic abilities. 100%. Crumble it with mugwort and burn as an incense to improve all acts of divination. Burn with sandalwood to enhance visionary states. And burn with myrrh resin and dittany of Crete to enhance spirit communications. Make a Samhain incense with a mix of wormwood, marigold, and sunflower petals. Wormwood has energy for protection and can be used in spells to send hexes back to sender, which is one of my favorite spells to do. I love a good return to sender. It's like a boomerang. I just love it. It will protect the traveler from accidents, and if hung from the rearview mirror, will aid in avoiding collisions, as we said earlier. Now, Joey, what do you use wormwood for if you can barely smell it? I'm so glad you asked. I have it in my flying ointment. So I use it when I am making my concoction, my oil, before I do my wax and my essential oils. So it goes inside my grapeseed oil and it is cooked down. So I mix it with sandalwood, mugwort, bay leaf, and poppy seeds, and a little bit of yarrow. So I cook that down, and then I add my beeswax, and then I melt that down, and then I add sandalwood oil, mugwort oil, and yarrow oil. We're going to be talking about this with yarrow next week anyway. So $15 at my shop. This stuff is awesome. Opens all of your chakras. You can put it on your pulse points, put it on your third eye, on your temples, on your occipital bone, on your throat chakra right here where I put my throat chakra crystals on you. It's best if you are naked when you do this because you can put it everywhere. everywhere, bottoms of your feet, your palms, everywhere, everywhere. And yeah, go into trance, and yeah, you're very, very open to any kind of astral experience with this stuff. I love this stuff. It's amazing. I will be making a level 2 flying ointment. We'll still have wormwood in it, and mugwort and yarrow and all that good stuff, but I'm going to be adding a teensy bit of belladonna. So if you're ready for it, I'm going to be doing that. So just so you know. And I use it in my black magic eraser. We now have smaller bags, so you're not like overwhelmed with a big, huge bag. These are $10. The black magic eraser has Epsom salt, black salt, hyssop, mandrake root, rue, wormwood, and fennel essential oil. Does this smell good? No. Does it do its job? Hell yes. So this is wonderful if you're doing a bath to get rid of any kind of evil eye, hex, jinx, curse. It's to go along with any other spell that you want to perform to take a curse off of you. If you think you might have some negative energy on you, this is wonderful. And then I have it in my overcoming obstacles oil. This is wonderful if you feel like you are emotionally blocked, physically blocked, financially blocked. If you just feel like there's a wall and you need to bust through it. Overcoming obstacles, $14 on my website. Yep, that's about it. I do have it in my own personal divination incense, but you can add wormwood to, like I said, mugwort and sandalwood to make your own divination incense if you wish. Just know that it's very bitter. And if you catch it, like I've caught it a couple of times when I am making this right here, when I am using my electric grinder and I take that lid off and I catch a whiff of it, oh, it catches at the back of your mouth. It is nasty. That is my face when it is nasty. So have something to drink next to you, because let me tell you, it's a very bad taste in your mouth. It does not taste good, you guys. It does not. So that was wormwood. I hope you enjoyed my review on it. Yeah, just don't, you can try it in a tea if you're brave, but I'm telling you, there's no need to ingest it. Does it work as a pain reliever? I'm sure in small amounts. Absolutely. Will I drink it? No. It's way too bitter for me. I can't. I will drink mugwort, but I will not drink wormwood. It's just nasty. Have I had absinthe? Yes, I have. I had a shot, and I remember what it tastes like years ago. It was like the nastiest black licorice I have ever had in my life. I won't do it again. It was so gross. So use my caution, and you do you, boo, okay? So please like and subscribe and hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. I also have my Celtic Tree Ogham series. If you're interested in those trees that we're talking about, and that divination series, we've got plenty of videos left in that series. I'm also doing readings for every new moon, every full moon, and every Sabbath. So I still have those to offer for you. And I also do deck reviews, tarot and oracle, and my daily messages. So there are still those videos left for you. So please stop by my website at theveiledcottagewitch.com. You can book a reading, book a service, book a class, book workshops. A lot of my one-on-one classes can be online. So hit me up in a message if you'd like to get together to do that. If you shop my holistic healing or my ritual and spell supplies, you can punch in the code word at checkout, all caps veiled, to get your free shipping. That is a huge discount, and only people who watch my videos can get that discount. So thank you very much, and please don't forget to do that. If you'd like to financially support this channel, give me a little tip. I'd sure appreciate it. There are 3 ways to do that down in the description box, but absolutely not necessary. Just live your best life and live for yourself. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.